Hello, this is Jason P. Wilson, Zero in X-Force, and this is my comic pick of the week and honorable mentions for the week of September 28th, 2011, and today is October 3rd. It is a Monday. And first up here, of course, is my pick of the week, and there was really no contest for me this week. It was definitely Jeff Johns' Aquaman #1. A great first issue to introduce where the direction is going now for Aquaman. First off, the first page we get introduced here is this new race coming from the depths of the bottom of the darkest part of the ocean. I like how the panels here are side by side, just kind of making you feel like the depth that they're coming from. I think the design of these characters is great. I've always felt like all the sea life that I have seen that comes from the pitch dark parts of the ocean, I always felt they had a real I don't know, really interesting look, but really intensely almost like a horror movie fake monster type look. I always found it fascinating, and so I really like that this race of creatures has that same look. Pretty cool. Though I am curious how they're going to be able to adapt to the higher parts of the ocean and maybe eventually on land, I'm not sure. But it's a really great introduction, and I'm really interested in seeing more about this new race. And here we get to see an introduction of Aquaman. I really like that Jeff Johns has decided to show what he can do on land first, because we all know he has a strong power set in water. But how does that translate to when he's on land, which happens most of the time for Justice League, for instance, which he's on? So we see him go head to head with some heavily armed bank robbers. They're robbing a armored car. So basically Aquaman takes them on, and you get to see right away his power set is immense. He takes his trident, sticks it in the front, and just flips it over like it's nothing. That's like what? How many tons is that vehicle? Quite a few. So I thought that was a great way to show right off the bat that he is no joke. He has a very strong power set. The next thing they show is he's being shot by point blank range from an AK-47, which has a very powerful round, and when it's hitting his armor parts, it doesn't even do anything, not even an impact. But one ricochets, or one actually shoots him in the head, which normally would obviously kill someone, but for him it just makes him bleed a little bit. So that right away shows you that he is definitely not the Aquaman that a lot of people think Aquaman is. He's incredibly powerful, and he has incredible resistance to conventional weapons. That was very important, and I like the way they introduced it right away. So obviously he takes these guys out very quickly, and everything else about this was just great. I liked the writing. I liked the direction it's going. And right here, he still has a little bit of people questioning, Aquaman, what kind of superhero are you? And he here's the thing I talked about, gives this girl a couple gold coins, tells her to put her kids through college, and that was really nice. Shows you that he's a real stand-up guy that goes his own way. And right now, this sets up the next issue, but what I really want to show is actually, that's a really cool panel there. So just the artwork is really beautiful, and the story is well paced, and it's the first issue, so you're just getting introduced to things. But I really like the way they ended it. See his pool of blood, where these fishermen are fishing. He gets pulled in because someone grabs his line. You see a pool of blood, and then, I thought this was just a great shot here. and all the other ones start popping up, and then there's food up here. I thought that was great, and I'm very much looking forward to this. It was a really strong issue, and I can't recommend Aquaman #1 stronger than I am. It's really a must pick up. You've got to pick up the first issue and see if it's something that you're interested in. I think most people would be. Now, I'm going to go real quick here and just show my honorable mentions. First up here is Superman. I thought the artwork was really good, a lot better than I was expecting. I like the panels. Let's see, I think you can pretty much tell, but they basically put panels on top of each other in a way where you can see everything, but they're fitting a lot on one page. And that is consistent throughout the whole thing. By the way, here's Superman. I thought he was drawn really well by this artist. You better, because it's obviously Superman title. But I thought it was handled well. The costume was just as well done as Jim Lee himself. So the story was good. It was showing a transition between the old Daily Planet and the new. So I think that was important. You're establishing that things aren't the same; they're different. It also puts it in this, newspaper. Print is dead, basically. It's all digital and online information. So that was addressed. I thought that was a great way to get things going in the right direction, showing that this isn't an old, time. This is the new time. This is now. Now this connects to Stormwatch #1. I thought, just a little bit. I thought that was, I guess interesting enough, especially if you read Stormwatch. And just the whole thing was well. I liked how it was handled. It was almost like a one-shot introduction. Everything was wrapped up with a few things left open for future storylines. But, this creature is like a living fire, and it was mainly character development and a feel for all these old characters that we've known and how they are. Now, I had mentioned before that I liked the design of the new characters, and I do. I thought Jimmy Olsen looks good. Lois Lane looks like herself, but she's slightly updated. Superman's the most updated. He looks a lot younger. But, yeah, a really strong issue, and I was very pleased with this. I definitely recommend this. And, yeah, this is a cool scene here, too. You get to see, Clark Kent, basically the guy without the girl, just like he was for a long time. So, real strong. I thought it was a great issue. I definitely recommend Superman #1, and it's an honorable mention. Nothing was really close to beating Aquaman, but these were all good. Next up here is Teen Titans #1. I made a comment that I thought Superman or Superboy looked, negatively. Someone from New Jersey. I didn't mean to insult anyone from New Jersey. I apologize for that. I meant that he looks like someone from that show, Jersey Shore, and I meant that in a negative way. I know not everyone from there looks like that and acts like that, so I apologize if I offended anybody. What I meant to say is Superman on the cover looks like he is from the show Jersey Shore, which I hate him looking like that. Alright, so first off, the art is much better inside than on the outside. It's really, this first issue anyway, is really based strongly here on Tim Drake, which is great because I think he's the strongest character and the most interesting on this team. A lot of introductions here. I'm still not sure about this looking like Falcon there, but like I said, I kind of like him better when he has his uniform on with his wings down. I don't really like it so much when he's spread eagle like that. Here we got an introduction here to Wonder Girl, and like I said, I like him better like this. I like him better when his wings are down and he looks like that. I guess it also separates him from the Bat family You know, he doesn't look like someone from the Bat family like he used to. So I guess that's important to make him an individual character that's strongly on his own. But I thought they already did that. But you know, it'll grow on me. I thought the story was good. Like I said, it's first issue, so introduction is always a storyline that's just kind of cracking open. So rarely is it something that you're just like, oh wow, that's a fantastic story on the first issue. So here we get to see the power set of Wonder Girl here. It almost looked like it's magical slash tech, so I thought that was cool. Yeah, a really strong issue, a lot better than I was afraid it was. I thought it was going to suck, or at least just be barely okay. But once I read it, it was a lot better. Though I am still afraid about the near future, just because some of these other characters don't seem interesting to me at this point. Basically the unknowns, and I'm not liking how it looks like they might have Superboy. But at the very end of the book, you see Superboy, and he looks cool. He looks really cool. So big question mark, but so far I like it. And next up here, and lastly, is Justice League Dark. The best thing about this was the team. What a great team. But I very much like the art style as well. Has almost like a like the old school graphic novel type look. Has a few like photorealistic moments. But it's the other great thing about this is that, okay, you're seeing all this stuff, right? This is a pretty cool splash page right there. Kind of shows her power set. It's a very interesting one as well. So you see these characters. I think it has a real good not only look but feel to it. I think the artist and the writer are really hand in hand in how the feel of this comic's supposed to be. Sometimes you feel like anyone could be writing it or anyone can be drawing it, and it doesn't really matter. But here you can really tell that it's a team effort, and I like that a lot. Another really cool scene. Now, the other thing I was about to mention was that we have some major members here of the Justice League, and they're dealing with this issue of magic. And here we have Powerhouse Superman dealing with this, right? What can't he handle? But we all know he has trouble with magic, and everyone, Wonder Woman here, Cyborg, they're all having trouble with it. And I think that is really a great way to show that you need a team like Justice League Dark. Justice League can't handle some of this stuff. They need someone with a strong expertise in magic and supernatural. So, by the way, pretty creepy, a bunch of teeth. That's pretty cool artwork as well. So I thought it was a really strong first issue. It's definitely leaning towards keeping, because here's Zatanna here. I've always liked Zatanna, and I'm really glad she's going to be front and center here on this team. So yeah, I just wanted you guys to see that. Of course, here's Constantine here. I really like John Constantine as well. Deadman is here towards the end. But I did want to show real quick this last panel that really got me excited for the next issue. I thought that was a great shot right there. I really couldn't imagine a new team with this type of focus being done better on the first issue. I really have high hopes for this, and I was very much pleased. And with that, those are my comic honorable mentions along with my comic pick of the week. And with that said, I'd like to know what you guys think. Did you guys pick up these comics, and what do you think about them? And thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.